Taurus, I popped in to do your reading for the month of October, Taurus. As you come in, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, share this video with someone that you love. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, subscribe to my Patreon where you'll find part 2 to this reading, or shop my sacred store. Everything will be all in one place on my website. Links in the description box below. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, soul, sky, universe, thank you so much for my life. Please allow me to tap in with my Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Venus in North Node to see what messages you have for them for the month of October. Please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. I say thank you, Spirit. Which is so interesting is that I started to say my prayer that I say every day for the daily check-in over on Patreon. But for me, it's my prayer out loud to start my day, okay? It's to give thanks for everything going on in my life, right, wrong in my life, doesn't even matter. And it's interesting how I started to say that prayer when 11 on the clock by accident as I got up in your energy. That wasn't going to be my prayer, right? So interesting. So I feel like you get so far, okay, with your gratitude rituals. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. I saw 111 already. I saw 1, 2, 3. I feel like the signs are crazy this month. This reading is specifically going to be geared towards what's going on in your career this month, and also what's going on with your health, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, okay? How you take care of your health this month. Then we'll go over to Patreon for part 2 to see what's going on with love in your life and what else may be coming up that you may not see coming, you may not be prepared for, how you could best deal with it or prevent it, okay? So interesting. The first card that I pulled for you when it comes to work is the same card that I pulled for Aries. Aries energy could be relevant. This could also be that we just came from this full moon in Aries. After dealing with this, after experiencing this energy, going through this transit, you really could have decided you wanted to focus more on yourself, okay, professionally. I feel a lot. It's funny. What was the name of your reading? That's 222 on the clock with 2 in the room. Heavy on this energy. 222 was Aries energy too, so was an Aries reading. So I feel like being totally activated by this full moon in Aries. But the title of your reading, like that's not in my job description anymore. Heavy on this. So I feel like standing your ground on something. For some of you, you've been told yourself, and this could have been during Leo season, because Leo is all in your reading, just like it was all in Aries reading. Meanwhile, if you know me as a reader, we're all the signs, okay? All of these readings are connected. Do with that what you will, okay? Or you have these placements in your chart, prominent placements in your chart, but I said what I said, we're all the signs, okay? But a promise you made to yourself professionally in Leo season, I feel like you didn't, 313 on the clock, angel number 313, you somehow didn't stand on, okay? You're going to have to stand on that shit now. You're going to have to fight for that now. And I feel like having to fight yourself off, fight your lower self off, your lower thoughts off, okay? About where you're limited when it comes to being able to handle whatever it is that you want to handle. Okay, achieve whatever you want to achieve, go in the direction professionally that you want to go in, incorporate something new into your business, into your life, remove something from your duties. Some of you want to be demoted in a way, or you don't want to be demoted, but you want your job duties to be lessened. You feel like you really have earned not having to work so hard, okay, or others clearly don't do as much as you. This even could be people who were there around before you, don't work as hard as you, or don't do as much as you, and so you don't want to work as hard anymore. You don't want to have to while still being valued, while not taking a pay cut. Okay, a lot of I want to make more money in my sleep. I want to make money. I want to work smarter, not harder vibes. Having to spend time by yourself, vacation, take some time off from work. Even you have to rest. You have to recoup. Okay, it's not the word that I'm thinking about, but whatever, it is what it is. A lot of R&R, rest and recovery from work this month, or so that part, but also so that you can get clear about what you need next, or so that while you're doing this, it's a lot of planning and brainstorming, or you've been creating all along behind the scenes. Okay? You've been creating all along, or planning, brainstorming all along, or manifesting all along behind the scenes. Some of you have been doing this just by writing your life as you want it to be, writing your life as if it's in present tense. Okay, things that you're not necessarily living just yet. A lot of this being professionally, or so that you can make money with ease, so that you can go have the life that you want to have. Okay, I feel like wanting to be more hands-on or be really close to people, only to realize that that's actually not for you. Being so close to people, having to encounter people as much as you have to encounter them, really doesn't work for you, or you really don't enjoy working with people one-on-one or that close, like you thought you would, or it's actually really overwhelming, it's really draining to you. Okay, I feel like a lot of low vibrational people wanting something from you, you have to fend them off. People being savage about it. Pick me, pick me, pick me. 555 on the clock. Hurry up, get to me, or just waiting their turn, wanting to bleed you dry, wanting to take what you have to offer. Okay, a lot of just being over it. No lie. What's it for me? The confirmation is something definitely coming to an end for you professionally. The 7 of Wands with the 3 of Wands. That's 10 of Wands. Okay, and then 10 of Swords is out here. So I also feel like I don't want to talk to anybody, or I don't want to do this. You know, I don't want to go back and forth. I don't want to have, I feel like a lot of chaotic energy that you just don't want to encounter. Okay, or there's people who are literally not your competition, and you've still been operating as if you have to compete for your position. You've still been going as hard as you did when you started. You've really earned the right to slow down a bit. Okay, rest a bit. 3 could be relevant to someone. 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Okay, do it that way you will. Someone could have been in business for 3 months. Someone could have been in business for 3 years. It's been a long 3 months. It's been a long 3 years. Or you've been at your new job this long. Okay, without being allowed to rest in some way. Now it's time to do so. But also really coming back with the mentality. Right, I don't want to do this anymore. I like my job, I like what I do, or at least I think I do. I feel like having to wear many hats at work. Okay, having to wear many hats at work. Something about taking time off and coming back just different. Just period, a whole new person. Okay, wearing many hats, having many job descriptions. Okay, providing many services, even being known to be able to provide many services, do many things. Just because you can do them, or just because you've been doing them up until now, doesn't mean you want to continue to do them. Seems like I'm going to cut this out of my routine. I no longer want to be available. Okay, or someone's like, I want you to work on this floor, and you're like, I don't want to work on that floor. I work on any other floor but that floor. I don't want to work on that floor. Or I'll work with all these people but that person. That's where I draw the line. I'm not working with this person. Or I'll do XYZ, you know, but I ain't doing ABC. Whatever this is, right? I'll do this and that, but I'm not doing that. You're gonna have to get someone else to do it. Have you only get someone else to do it? Insert Aquarian energy being really loud, okay, for you professionally. Okay, if you have a problem with it, just go somewhere else or get someone else to do it. Meanwhile, I feel like the energy needing to really lean into the fact that your job won't be taken from you, or your position won't be filled by anybody else. Your position is solidified. Okay, you get to have boundaries. Okay, so I just feel like being burnt out, being overworked. If I'm going to be here this long, I'm not doing all of this. Okay, or you can put them to work. They're not working the way that I'm working. I'm going to have to focus on this task at hand. Or actually, from now on, I'm actually not moving as fast as I was moving before. I don't want to be. I want to be able to take more time on the tasks that I have at hand. And so I want to take on less tasks so that I can do them more efficiently, do them well, really enjoy myself and what I'm doing. A lot of this energy, okay? And I love this so much for you. I also really feel like it being revealed to you where other people are in competition with you. Other people are trying to sabotage you. I feel like other people are trying to sabotage you or knock you out of the box. Get you to stop doing something you don't want to do anyway. You're about to stop doing anyway. or you never really did to begin with. Someone on the outside thinks they know your job description or think that they could do your job better than you, but they really don't even know what it entails. They may work in the same building as you, but they work in a different department. Or, yeah, we may have the same job description, but we don't do our job the same way, okay? Or we have the same title, but we don't do our job the same way, okay? Feel like you really dot your I's and cross your T's, or you give someone all of the tools, okay? You give them everything they need, and your customer service is impeccable, or your work ethic is impeccable. It's the energy, it's the experience that they get with you. It's the shit that's not a part of your job description that comes with encountering you. It's everything else that you offer them that makes you you, okay? That solidifies your position, and you realize this in a way, you realize this, or as you realize this, at the same time it's being brought to the surface, who sees you as competition, who wants to knock you out the box, who feels as if they will excel if you are not there. And I feel like when you're not, shit goes to shit, okay? Or they fail miserably, or they realize that they actually don't. I feel like when you're not there, more workload falls on them. They get their wish. You decide, I don't want to be available. I'm not taking any clients. I'm not coming to work. Or somebody, they don't bring another person in. Whoever else is there has to cover their job, and your job has to work like you do. Okay, something about this. They have to cover your shift. They get to see, walk in your shoes. Whatever you do is too much for them, or the way that their workload is increased to the level that your work has been increased for all of this time, it proves to be too much for them. Okay, and so it backfires on them. They have no choice but to gain a newfound respect for you, but also they can't carry what it is that they asked for. They can't maintain what it is that they asked for. Okay, it takes the focus off of you. It really highlights to someone professionally where they got more work to do. They got to take better care of themselves, okay, or work harder. You might get to work smarter, but they need to work harder. Do with that what you will. Oof. Okay, anyway, when it comes to taking care of yourself, couple of things. One, I really feel like people inviting you out, go, okay? Are you inviting other people out? Having small talk, making new friends. 1, 2, 3, 12:03 on the clock. 1, 2, 3, progression. Really coming out of a funk of not trusting people, being alone, being in hermit mode. Okay, 12:12 on the clock. That's my download for jumping timelines. So I feel like you jump timelines. And really ends up with some good people in your life. 12:21 on the clock is how you show up to the world, be reflected back to you by the universe. So I love this energy for you. Super important for you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? Taking care of yourself. I also want, I feel like being alone and being plagued with things for a really long time that you don't know how to make sense of, but you get to talk to other spiritually connected people, gifted people, people who get you. Okay, I feel like people who are experiencing or in search of the unknown, like you, in search of more, want more, okay, have a deeper connection to spirit like you do. So beautiful connections coming in, or you have these connections, but you're getting to pour into them, getting to be closer to them this month, okay? Other than that, I also really feel like for some of you, there's something about this. You see the tentacles, okay? They really prove to be a burden, because even these feel like tentacles to me. For me, this is my download for parasites, so it's giving me needing to cleanse, juice cleanse, detox, okay? Do with that what you want. Fruit detox, okay, to really purge, reset your body, rid of any parasites. Take care of yourself. Nourish. Your temple is out here, which again for me just confirms it. And while this also looks like she may be hungry, for me again feels like a long ass parasite, feels like worms in somebody's belly. Okay, even as I look at this chanting card, just feel like there's worm inside. Do with that what you will. More sitting on the ground, more grounding, more specifically working on the color with the color blue. Okay, I feel like blue and green are really loud. Both of them are green. When I talk about a detox or taking care of your body, so eating your greens, strengthening your body. Okay, even this person, even her in the card, she's blue and green. Okay, even this person or this whatever, it's green. Okay, so he's wearing blue, okay? Blue and green. Blue and green is super loud. Do with that what you will. throat chakra, heart chakra for sure. But I feel like eating these colors, I feel like speaking up, you're speaking your truth. I feel like learning how valuable you are, learning how to communicate by not screaming at someone. Or the other extreme, okay, if people feel like you're too abrasive when you communicate, you're too harsh when you communicate. Or on the other hand, people feel like you don't speak up enough for yourself. So I feel like a lot of working with this month. Also connect with your ancestors out here in reverse with this tree card. Feels like for some of you, they don't want to connect with you inside. I know that the weather is changing, and depending on where you are, maybe getting colder soon, but I just feel like they want you outside. For some of you throughout the summer, throughout spring and summer, you've been doing really well to connect with the ancestors through certain rituals with the earth, or doing certain plant magic, or, you know, having a shit ton of plants around you, okay? Those vibes, or a garden. But I feel like with the season changing, it being time for harvest, or you're not doing this, they still want you to go outside and connect, or someone hasn't been connecting to their altar, or they don't want to connect with you there. They want you to find a tree that feels good to you. They want you to find a river that feels good to you. Specifically for a lot of you, it feels like a tree to me. But even with this, feels like, oh, offerings at the water, offerings at the at the ocean, at the lake, whatever you're connected to, whatever you can get next to, that's being really healthy for you mentally and spiritually as well. Okay, I feel like your spiritual connection deepening, especially with the veil being so thin. And now that it's the month of October, okay, you already know the vibes. The connection to spirit being even stronger, and I just feel like them telling me you're going to have some paranormal experiences that are really healthy for you, life-changing for you, outside in the wilderness, okay, or in an environment where you can go out and connect to trees, or it's more like the wilderness, or it's more connected to earth and where you live. Like you may live in the city somehow and you end up in the country, or you live in a city but you end up on an island, or you live in the country and you end up on an island. Being able to connect to water, or the earth, or elements, okay, you get it. It's a change of scenery. I don't want to be in the city, I want to be in the countryside. That energy, or I want to be in the woods, that energy, and it really pays off for you because of the connection and the messages that you get from the divine. I feel like they're being healthy and life-changing for you. I'm going to go over to Patreon for part 2 of this reading to tap in to see what's good for you with love this month, and what may be coming up for you that you're not aware of, how you can prevent it, or how you can take care of it, okay? Yeah, all the information is in the description box below. I love you.